The Labour Party has dismissed the possibility of merging with any political party or group, stating that such a move is not under consideration. National Publicity Secretary Obiora Ifoh made this clear in a statement in Abuja following calls by the Nigeria Labour Congress for rebranding efforts, including a possible merger or coalition. He warned the NLC leadership to steer clear of its administration and to stop trying to make decisions on behalf of the party. Obiora was reacting to calls for rebranding efforts, including a possible merger or coalition. The NLC, in a communique signed by its President Joe Ajaero after its National Executive Council meeting in Yola, Adamawa State, emphasized the need to claim, or rather reclaim, the party and restore its ideological foundation. To help put this into perspective, we are joined by member Labour Party Monday Mahwa. Mr. Mahwa, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Grand. Now, what were the main factors that led to the Labour Party to rule out a merger ahead of the 2027 general elections?
Well, ordinarily, if you ask me, as it stands now, I think that should be the best alternative. Because if you can recall clearly, one of the major reasons why the All Progressive Congress was able to win the last general election was as a result of the coming into the ring of the Labour Party presidential candidate. Now, don't forget, if you look at the area that the Labour Party won in the last general election, those areas, particularly the South-South, South-East, they were mostly traditional area for the People Democratic Party. And so it was more like a splitter vote at the end of the day. So from what happened, if you combine the results of the Labour Party and that of the PDP, just the two parties alone, you would have seen or agree with me that if they had joined together, the PDP or the party who they would have given the ticket to would have won that general election, and not APC that we have today. So if we must look at the possibility of clinching power in 2027 from the All Progressive Congress, the only way out, in my humble view, is a merger and nothing more.
So how does the party plan to navigate potential coalition building opportunities without considering the merger you were speaking of?
Well, I think as at this moment, the party, apart from those that are just saying it behind the scene, but generally it has not become a matter on the table of the party. But I do not see why there should not be that. Of course, Mr. Obiora has spoken. I wouldn't want to say that would represent the full decision of the party as it stands now. Don't forget, 2027 is still some years ahead of us. We're in 2025. We still have between now to we still have 2026 to take a vital decision for the purpose of not just for personal reason, but for the common interest of the Nigerian people who are today crying for a genuine representation at the national level. Now, if you look at what is happening today, we have left what we used to be known, the dollar issue, the fuel issue, and all of that. What we used to know this country before the coming on board of this present administration. I think every Nigerian today wants a change of government at the national level, particularly. So for that to happen, I think Labour Party, between now and the middle of this year, or before the end of the year, I see the possibility of having a serious talk with other sister parties if we must rescue this country.
So do you think the NLC has any influence on the Labour Party's decision-making at all?
Well, I think this is not the first time I'm saying this on this station. To be sincere, NLC is a stakeholder in Labour Party. Anybody that is trying to say anything otherwise is only daydreaming.
Okay, so how does that
Our
shape?
only
How does that?
position-
How does that shape? How does that shape the party's stance currently? Since you've just made that comment, how would you say it shapes the party's
Yeah,
stance?
when I say stakeholder, constricting their membership, and don't forget the Labour Constitution, party constitution recognized NLC, CUC, and their members. And that is why today, in the Labour Party constitution, there is a position of the Deputy National Chairman for the NLC, Deputy National Chairman for the TUC. They are not elective officers, but rather they are appointed. So that is to tell you how far they have stake in the party. However, I've always been one of those people who have always positioned that they do not own the party. But the fact that they are stakeholder in the party does not mean they are the owner of the party, just like some of them were trying to make the public to believe. I think sometime last year that they own Labour Party. No. Labour Party is like every other political party. But NLC is a stakeholder in it because of how the way and manner the party came into existence.
So noting that you've just said that they're stakeholders. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, so noting that you've just noted that
that is the only thing I can say in respect of that. That they are stakeholders.
Okay.
But they are not the owner of the party.
So noting that they're stakeholders, according to you, how does the Labour Party envision its relationship with the NLC moving forward?
Well, I think, like we see Julius Abure trying to do now. Let's pray what he's trying to do now is able to follow it through. He's trying to see how he can bring everybody now together. Of course, there has been infighting, just like we have in other political parties. So from the way it's moving around now, I see the possibility of him also embracing the NLC. Because if we're able to embrace NLC and TUC, Labour Party will gain more from it than any other party. Because if every member of the Nigerian Labour Congress decide to enlist and registered with Labour Party, every member of TUC decide to register with Labour Party, I can assure you, my brother, will become the biggest party in Nigeria, if not in Africa. So there is a need to embrace them. There is a need to give them their due place as recognized by the Labour Party constitution, not for anybody trying to just grandstand and make them look like they are inconsequential. It is not correct. They are consequential, they are important, and they are stakeholder, but they are not the owner of the party.
Well, I want to say thank you very much, Monday Mahwa, for your contribution here this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.